McIndoe realised very early on that not only did he have the job of making whole the mutilated bits and pieces of these young airmen, but he had to get them back into society and for them to accept the way they were. Now, to do that, he had to have their confidence, not only in him as a surgeon, but they also had to have confidence in themselves. He encouraged a common bond of comradeship within the hospital. East Grinstead was not to have all the pomp and regulations that existed in other military hospitals. And what happened was a kind of hospital life which shook the medical profession and hierarchy. The rank, rules, regulations were all forgotten. Everyone was equal, even the staff in McIndoe's hospital, and nothing was going to stand in the way of making his boys, as he called them, whole again.
And McIndoe never did anything that he hadn't thought out properly. He was a very far-seeing man. He was a man who saw these boys in his own mind 50 years' time, and his aim was, he knew darn well that he could never return them to look like film stars, but he did know that they'd got to get back into public life if they were going to make any good at all.
McIndoe allowed his boys the freedom they accorded. Beer was allowed on the ward. They could visit the local pubs in the evenings, usually in wheelchairs pushed by the nurses. They could wake up when they wished. He even did away with the regulation of hospital blues and allowed them to wear their own uniforms. The men loved him. They could talk with him whenever they wished. Again, something which was previously unheard of in a military hospital. He became known as the boss.
And so it came about one evening in June 1941, when several patients were sat around discussing their grafts during a drinking session in Ward 3. They decided that there were a group of rather exclusive individuals. The idea of a club was bandied around. And what better name to call it than the Guinea Pig Club?